for yourself.
We are just 1 week away from the first pay-per-view of 2024 Capital Anarchy. This is VRW Warzone, and we are not going to waste any freaking time, especially with this opening matchup to end the best of 5 series.
My hands stable, I feel able to turn the tables. I could do this, just keep moving, keep your hands up, stupid. I feel lucid, a new viewing. I can see the end, I can see my future, I can view it. It's right there for the taking. Everything I've ever
The following contest is a no-holds barred match. Scheduling introducing presenting the Broken Kingdom from Miami, Florida, Marissa Barrett. As always, I am the one and only voice of VRW commentary. This is Quandissimo, and this is the end of a best of 5 series that has been happening over the course of the past few weeks. It has been the Undisputed Elite going head-to-head against Absolution, and this war meeting right here, Marissa Barrett, at the end of this best of 5 series. That is to say, whoever wins this match essentially gets to decide how this all is going to end at Capital Anarchy. The winning faction decides the matchup that will be the end-all be-all of this rivalry.
And her opponent, representing the Undisputed from London, England, Ruby Rebel.
That is to say, whether or not either side could be done with one another. As we saw last week, these people can't seem to be in the same area and not want to beat the absolute hell out of each other. They broke the treaty made by the Dawn. As of right now, Tori Doyle, Suplex, Dallas Cole, Maggie Morgan have all been barred from the war zone. Right now, it is just Ruby Rebel and Marissa Barrett, the only 2 people representing either side of these 2 combustible element teams heading into this matchup. There will be no interferences from either side indefinitely, but that only means that these 2 are going to do what they did a couple years ago when the VRW Television Championship was on the line. These 2 almost ended each other's careers, but back then, Marissa was the champion, and Ruby was the one to dethrone her championship reign. There are no championships on the line here tonight, only the right to decide what match is to be determined between the Undisputed Elite, Absolution, and Marissa Barrett. I'm pretty sure the Dawn has had more than enough to deal with as of late, considering the ongoing war within VRW that was first originally started by Mason Rex of American Terror, who will be defending, mind you, his 3rd VRW Warzone Championship inside a dungeon match. This man is acting like a glutton for punishment. And that's the kind of punishment that we're going to be seeing here tonight from Ruby Rebel and Marissa Barrett, who only want to destroy each other. Capital Anarchy is literally next week. And we already have, 4 announced championship matches, one including the Warzone Championship, another including the War Man's Championship between Sammy Stone and new up-and-coming Diana Cruz. Alongside that, there are two brand new championships being introduced into VRW. The return of the Television Championship itself and the VRW Digital Media Championships. And the Don has already announced that there are going to be more names added to both of those matches later on tonight. Here's a cover by Ruby Rebel. Along with those 4 matches, this 3-on-3 match between Undisputed Elite and what many have been calling the broken Absolution. High leg drop from the top rope. Cover again by Ruby Rebel to put Marissa away, and Marissa able to power out of that too. Not only that, a match that was proposed by the alliance of Benaya, Jason Ramirez, and Tom Doyle to go up against all 4 members of P&D. A faction war style gauntlet match. Elimination 101 round robin, if you would. But Capital Anarchy is looking to be increasingly more violent as the days go by. And this match is no exception to that fact. As if these two already did have a puzzled history with one another before this war even became a thing here in VRW. Ruby Rebel and Marissa Barrett know each other all too well and have no problem wanting to do the things they're going to do to each other in this matchup. And Marissa Barrett has brought out a ladder, springboard incoming Hurricanrana. That is only a fraction of the things that we're going to be seeing in this matchup. No countouts, no disqualifications. Literally anything goes between these two warmans, almost bashing Ruby Rebel's head on the back of that ladder. And Marissa Barrett, Ruby Rebel, tried to go for a Uranagi slam. Marissa Barrett just bashing the side of the head of Ruby Rebel with the elbows. And again, Barrett so close to bashing the face of Ruby Rebel on that ladder. Now, Marissa once again has another ladder, using it now, is putting up on top of the other ladder on the table. Got ourselves a bridge, springboard once again. Barrett moved out of the way, and that was a nasty landing for Ruby Rebel, and now the back at the target. Ruby Rebel crashed down hard, and now Marissa is going to capitalize. The fury that is seething between these two is going to cloud all of their judgment. And that is only a little bit of what we mean here. Both of these warmans try to use this ladder to the best of their ability here. This is very dangerous. This is very terrifying here. Again, face first on that ladder bridge. And Rebel this time able to get Barrett on top of the bridge. And this is not good. This is not good at all. Ruby Rebel now climbing to the top of that ladder. Wants to crash down on Barrett again, and again she moved out of the way. Barrett with the wherewithal to escape disaster, but Ruby Rebel is unfazed. Rebel is unfazed by the damage that she is doing to her own self. It's as if her pain receptors have been turned to zero. Marissa Barrett is going to have a whole lot more to contend with if Ruby is going to act like she can't feel the pain that she has already gone through in this match. And Ruby Rebel being bashed in the midsection with the elbows again, trying to get Barrett on that ladder bridge. Face first onto the floor. And Barrett now once more dragging her face first into the ladder again. And now Barrett again, snake eyes. This ladder being used as a lethal weapon in any means necessary. for Marissa Barrett. Now Barrett again. Oh! Swift kick to the ribs and midsection to the already damaged ribs of Ruby Rebel. And now a baseball bat again. No holds barred. Anything goes. Shot to the midsection by Barrett to pull away Rebel, who's able to kick out at 2. And Marissa Barrett is all fired up as Rebel trying to get back to her feet there. But the knee came up, catching Barrett in the face. Wrapped on once again. Russian leg sweep by Barrett. Slipping up on that baseball bat, I believe. And Marissa Barrett is still in control of this matchup here. Looking for a modified version of another Russian leg sweep. Now into the cover once again to put Rebel away. Rebel able to get the shoulder up. Barrett's gonna have to do a whole lot more to put down Rebel for good. And now it's just wailing on Ruby Rebel with the baseball bat. The fury of Marissa Barrett. How long she's waited to do this kind of thing to Ruby Rebel. The Broken Kingdom were unable to capture the VRW Warzone Tag Team Championships, and Barrett is trying to relight the fire. Barrett again, cover once more, shoulders are down, and again, Ruby Rebel able to fight out. These VRW Riots are getting a treat here tonight. This is a bloodthirsty feud between Rebel and Barrett reimagined. Off the comeback train is Ruby Rebel. And now it's Rebel who has the baseball bat in hand and is going to continue to wail on Barrett like she did to her earlier. I don't even know if either of these two women is even going to make it to Capital Anarchy. There's not going to be anything left of these two. And Barrett, relentless. And these psychos in the VRW crowd are enjoying every swing, every hit that comes off of the body of Ruby Rebel. Listen to these people. All for the sake of entertainment. And now Rebel, kicking Marissa Barrett away. And now Ruby Rebel with the steel steps in hand. Bashing it into her man. Rebel just tossing the steel steps onto the lifeless body of Marissa. And now has the table that was brought out earlier in the match. Barrett is down. Barrett is seriously hurt. And Ruby Rebel just waiting for Barrett to get back inside the ring. Look at her. She's been wanting this just as much as Marissa has. Right in with the baseball bat. But Barrett rolling back to her feet again. Rebel not gonna, give Marissa any time of day to recover. This is bad, this is bad, this is bad. Barrett needs to be careful here as Ruby Rebel now with the table set up and everything. This is a bad position for Marissa Barrett to be in right now. The sociopath known as Ruby Rebel attempting to put Barrett through the table, but is playing the mind games and these repeated chops to the chest of Marissa Barrett. And then a sucker punch right to the jaw. Rebel is not in the mood. And Marissa is in a very, very uncomfortable spot here. Ruby Rebel, however, using the top rope for an ace crusher. And the Riots are loving this. Moved out of the way of the super kick. Marissa Barrett, however, able to counter into a super kick of her own. But Ruby off the nip up. Going straight out to Barrett with a spinning roundhouse kick. catching Barrett on the jaw. And now Ruby off the springboard. Poison Rana dropping Marissa Barrett on the top of the dome. And this is everything that Ruby Rebel has wanted to do for the past number of weeks. Barrett is vulnerable through the table! Slingshotting herself over the top rope. Ruby Rebel now into the cover, onto the leg, shoulders are down. Barrett still somehow able to survive. But this isn't the end. This isn't the end, but it might be right here. Ruby Rebel is setting up Marissa Barrett for the red herring. But Rebel not going for the cover. Rebel doesn't want this to be over yet. The sadistic bastard. Now tossing Barrett over the top rope. I have no idea what she's got in store for her here. Rebel using the middle rope for a stunner. Marissa just falling out to the outside. Oh man! Springboard into the shooting star on the outside. Rebel had the opportunity to win this match, but decided against it, and that might have cost her. And now is Marissa Barrett in control, who has the steel steps in her own hands this time. With Rebel back inside the ring. Off the springboard! Hurricane again! Rebel, without an inch of fear in her body, is doing all of this to Marissa Barrett. Has her to carry, slams her legs down on the steel steps. I'm not sure what's very more after that. The legs and the back of Marissa Barrett, but Ruby Rebel obviously knows what she is doing now. Dissecting! Oh! Dissecting Marissa Barrett as her legs came down on the edge of that barricade as well. We knew this was going to be physical. We knew this was going to be a hard thing to watch. Marissa Barrett now, however, able to get out of that. Chopping the back of the leg of Ruby Rebel. As Marissa brings her up to a vertical base. Russian leg sweep. Barrett doing anything she can to get herself back in the mindset of this match. Now has the steel steps again in her possession. Only momentarily, however. Drop kick to the back of the spine. Barrett undecisive at the moment on what exactly she wants to do. Knee to the jaw! Barrett is seething, and the idea of revenge for the sake of Absolution, who are unable to defeat the Undisputed Elite on their own last week. Marissa Barrett driving a sledgehammer down on the body of Ruby Rebel, who slides underneath the bridge. And now Barrett herself tripping up Ruby Rebel. A quick maneuver from Barrett, but Ruby now sending her back inside the ring. Only place where this matchup can end via pinfall or submission. Rebel sending Barrett for a ride. Driving the knees into the chest and sternum. Into the cover again. Hooks the leg. Shoulders are down. Barrett again. Having to force herself to power out. We know how much pain Barrett's body has got to be in right now. I don't even know if Ruby Rebel's even feeling pain at the moment. Might be going off of pure adrenaline since the half of this match. And Ruby Rebel once again with the baseball bat to the dome. And down goes Barrett. Increasingly difficult to watch with every swing. Ruby Rebel trying to destroy the body of Marissa Barrett before Capital Anarchy. And again, another session with these baseball bats. Barrett now, however, making it back to her feet. Kick to the midsection, now going to send Ruby Rebel into the corner. Whatever life that's left in the body, Marissa Barrett is being used to push herself to even greater heights here. Marissa Barrett is on the comeback train. Toxic needs that clothesline. Flies in with a lariat. Rebel got sent for a loop here. Marissa Barrett now tossing Ruby Rebel into the corner. Drives a knee out to the chin, sending Rebel down. And now Marissa Barrett has her back to a vertical base once again, tossing Rebel over the top rope. Landed on the bridge. Marissa Barrett looking to dive. Same time bomb through the ladder. With reckless abandon, Marissa Barrett throwing caution to the wind. But Barrett is the one being sent back inside the ring. I told you, Ruby Rebel doesn't have an ounce of pain rushing through her body. Decided against bringing the sledgehammer back inside the ring. Marissa Barrett with the Queen's Triumph. Rebel is down. Barrett has pinned Ruby Rebel. A sweet victory for Marissa. The best of 5 series is over. Barrett and Absolution have won it all. And now they get to determine how this match is going to go down at Capital Anarchy, as if there wasn't anarchy throughout this entire match. These two women picking things up from 2 years ago from their classic television championship clash. It's as if we were reliving the days of 2022. Where Marissa Barrett and Ruby Rebel almost ended each other's careers. And this is where Rebel decided to inflict damage and not capitalize off of it, hitting the red herring, but continuing to beat down Marissa Barrett. But Barrett herself decided to pull a page out of the Undisputed Elite's book, doing absolutely anything it takes to put down the opposition, and the Queen's Triumph. Once hit in the match, it was the only time to do it. Well, we didn't have to wait long to know what exactly we were going to get ourselves into. The Capital Anarchy and the Elimination Tables match is upon us. Undisputed Elite better be ready for the broken Absolution.
following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, they are the VRW Tag Team Champions, Blondie Bombshell as Cherry Bomb, the Atomic Blonde.
I honestly don't know what to expect in this tag team matchup. The Atomic Blondes just arriving to the Warzone when they were pulled to the office of the Don, where it was Madison Miles waiting for them there, letting them know that this match is official. A tag team matchup between the War Man Tag Team Champions, Atomic Blondes, with the team of Madison and the War Man of her choice. The Don didn't sound too sure if Madison was doing the right thing or not.
And their opponents, from Tallahassee, Florida, Madison Miles.
I'm not sure who that is behind Madison. I'm not sure if that is her partner or not, but she's here and believes she's under this mid-career crisis, if you would. Has been unable to get herself a victory in the past number of weeks, but receives some helpful advice from some of her peers backstage, and somehow that got her to believe that instead of going for a singles career, she needs to pursue a tag team one. We waited this long, can't wait to see who on earth has decided to team up with Madison Miles.
And her tag team partner, from Charlotte, North Carolina, Diamond Era.
How? I need to know how she got Diamond Era. This is unbelievable. This woman right here is trying to start herself her own dynasty of disciples. Many have called Diamond Era very difficult to work with. However, she was able to get herself a disciple with the name of Bram Goodwin. Last week, Bram went out to do his own thing against Alex Haas, and that didn't work out as well as Bram thought it would be. I'm sure Diamond Era has felt some type of way since then, but now I'm just confused, and there's Bram right there. I'm just confused as to how Madison was able to talk Diamond Era into this matchup. I have no idea how she was able to pull this off, but Diamond Era, I'm even more confused as to why she agreed to teaming up with Madison Miles in this matchup. And Madison, not sure what she was trying to go for there. A little bit of flash, it looks like it's working out for Madison, and Diamond now being tagged into the match. And Diamond is just as much as a mystery as how this alliance was formed. But Diamond Era only having one match since arriving here in VRW. Now this is her second, but also her first tag team matchup in VRW. What a partner that she has chosen herself. Her standards are a bit higher than others, running into a brick wall. A Blondie Bombshell, Blondie sidestepping Diamond Era, and Diamond, however, now got caught in the clutches. DDT by Bombshell. VRW Women Tag Team Champions, who took these championships off of Absolution once the start of Winter Mayhem. Blondie Bombshell driving the knees into the chest. This is their first match since becoming the Tag Team Champions, tag made now to Alice Cherry Bomb. Both of these two Warmans have been a part of VRW for quite some time, finally grasping the championships they were chasing for so long. Tag made to Miles once again. Bram Goodwin, who might be in the most foul of moves right now after failing to defeat Alex Haas last week, someone who had already set himself to be victorious in the match before it even began. And Madison Miles coming off of an impressive backbreaker to Alice Cherry Bomb, now raining down these elbows, picking up a page from Diamond Era. I'm pretty sure I'm starting to see a little bit of fraction of what might actually be going on right now. I don't know, but I'm speculating that Madison might have decided to be the disciple of Diamond Era. I don't know, but we just gotta have to wait and see how this all plans out. Tag was made to Diamond Era, and now look at that tag team innovation of Miles and Era there, assistant Meteora, and Diamond Era with a slug to Blondie Bombshell on the apron here. Now raining down more strikes, using the ring and its components to her advantage, choking some of the air out of the lungs of Cherry Bomb, tossing her over the top rope. Draped over, however. Alice using the ropes as a weapon as well. Underblow shot blocked and countered by Alice Cherry Bomb, being dragged into the corner. Diamond, however, bashing the elbows in the rib section. And Diamond just showing off that impressive strength, however, right to the eyes. And oh! Chop block to the back of the leg of Diamond Era, and the Atomic Blondes trying to maintain their focus here in this matchup against an opponent as strong as Diamond Era here, driving the elbows again into the midsection of Alice Cherry Bomb. And Alice going for a ride off that T-bone suplex. And Diamond Era deceptively powerful. Right in the face of Blondie Bombshell, going for the cover, stepping down in the back of the head. And Madison Miles coming in to try to assist, and there's Diamond Era assisting Miles now from behind, trying to go for a German suplex. But Blondie Bombshell from behind as well. With all the distractions that's going on right now. Alice Cherry Bomb using the corner and bashing Diamond with a springboard drop kick that took her out, down again, targeting the left leg of Diamond Era. Now that focus has been set in for the Atomic Blondes. They know that Diamond is hurt. Oh! Another shot to the midsection, and Alice Cherry Bomb just going a kiss into the face of Diamond Era, who came running in with a cannonball senton. But from the top rope, Alice Cherry Bomb with a senton bomb. Cover now by Cherry Bomb. And there's Miles to make the save for Diamond Era. Madison Miles is her first tag team match. She's been looking for a victory that could get herself inside of some kind of conversation for a championship match that may be long down the road for Madison Miles. And Diamond Era, however, coming off of one victory back at tenfold, running into a brick wall. And oh, moving out of the way of the discus boot. And Diamond Era and Alice Cherry Bomb here. Oh! Heavy slaps to the face, and now the Luthez raining down even more punches. The ferocity of Diamond Era is on display right now. Here's the cover on the champion. There's Blondie to make the save. And here's Madison Miles with an assist herself, tossing Blondie to the side. Now a brawl inside the ring, tossing her over and out of the ring. As Diamond Era now watching as Alice Cherry Bomb. She was trying to make a tag to Madison Miles, but Madison decided to put her hands on Alice Cherry Bomb. I'm not sure that Diamond Era was too thrilled about that decision. And now, oh! This time nailing her with the discus boot to the face. Here's the cover. Hook to the leg, shoulders are down. And Alice Cherry Bomb able to kick out at 2.5. Not sure what kind of conversations we're going to have if, very big if, Madison Miles and Diamond Era pull off a victory over the War-Man Tag Team Champions. And we know another team that's in the chase currently, and that is a team of Amber Young and Eva Cyanide. But Blondie Bombshell being tagged back inside the ring here, has her up on her shoulders. Death Valley Bomber by Blondie Bombshell. Cover again, and there's Diamond Era this time, making the save and getting out of dodge. Alice Cherry Bomb quick to try and get her out of the ring. Now the referee is checking the tag team champions there. As Madison Miles off the stunner, crashing to the outside, and Blondie Bombshell taking her attention and focus to Diamond Era with a stunner to her as well. Now making the tag to Alice Cherry Bomb. And Madison Miles struggling to get back to her feet here. And Alice Cherry Bomb with a dive to the outside. Madison Miles is starting to slip, and Diamond Era is not appreciating that in the slightest. Again, I have no idea how Madison was able to talk Diamond into this match, but here we are, 2-on-2 against the tag team champions, being sent into the steel steps. And Madison Miles battling with Alice Cherry Bomb. On the outside, referee's count is at 6 right now. Madison Miles straight jacket into the backstabber. Referee's count is at 8 here. Madison back inside the ring looking for a count-out victory. No shame at all, going after Bloody Bombshell now. Able to fight back. And it's a Gory, and it's over. It's done.
Here are your winners as a result of the countout. Diamond Era and Madison Miles.
Well, she actually got a victory. Countout or not, a win is a win. Madison Miles and Diamond Era scored a victory over the War Machine Tag Team Champions. Not sure how this is going to go over well for Diamond Era. This tag team matchup was a bit competitive, to say the least. The tag team champions putting up the competition that they felt necessary against the likes of Diamond Era and Madison Miles. They didn't take this matchup too seriously until the last half of this matchup, just like Diamond Era started to take things a bit to the next level, being a bit more vicious against the tag team champions themselves. And it would be here where Diamond Era almost set themselves up with a proper victory in the mind of Diamond off of that discus big boot. They almost put away one half of the tag team champions. But this would be the move that would completely set the end of this matchup the way Madison wanted it, at least. Straight jacket into the backstabber. And Madison Miles would then retreat inside the ring. Like I said, a win is a win in Madison's book. Diamond Era, however, not too keen on how this matchup went to be at the end. Diamond Era not happy about having a count-out victory and is definitely going to make Madison Miles know it. No one knows what exactly is the mindset of Diamond Era, but it's basically her way or the highway, is what I'm hearing.
The following contest is a frenzy match scheduled for 1 fall and his nickname from Charlotte, North Carolina, Jay Spencer.
Jay Spencer, literally one of the newer faces of the Warzone, has been granted himself a prime opportunity. This is his second match, but in his third match, he's fighting for the VRW Digital Media Championship Match. What an exciting time for this young man.
And his opponent, from Louisville, Kentucky,
Kennedy Reed, who was approached once before by Diamond Era, who we saw a few moments ago unhappy with the decision made by Madison Miles to win their tag team match against the champions via countout. Now we are seeing the standards that are normally set by Diamond Era, and Kennedy Reed wasn't too fond of what he saw, I'm sure, but Reed has found themselves a championship opportunity that was once taken away not too long ago from Bram Goodwin.
From Maryville, Quebec, Canada,
Ryan Warzone was in the final two, an elimination match at tenfold for the right to be named the first ever United Revolution champion. A few weeks ago, Ryan took on Cam Hardy himself in an attempt to take that championship away from him in a banger of a, if you would, rematch like from tenfold. Unfortunately, came up a bit short, but Warzone now with another championship opportunity coming his way at Capital Anarchy. But right now, it seems like these three warmongers want to put a little hype on this matchup, and that's how we have this frenzy match. Kennedy Reed looking for a bit more redemption as of late. Failed to win the War Making Tournament. Failed to be a part of anything big as of late, being one of the new faces of VRW himself as well. All three of these warmongers looking to make a name for themselves. Has nothing to do with the ongoing civil war within the Warzone, but regardless, championships are still having opportunities, and these three have apparently earned themselves a good enough chance to be known as a champion here in VRW. Ryan Warzone, who went head-to-head with Cam Hardy, an impressive showing in that championship match. It's no kidding that this man is now being considered for another championship opportunity. Jay Spencer, who literally had only one match since his debut. And Jay Spencer was impressive enough to be in this position. Ryan Warzone using these steel steps. The Jay Spencer, the technical titan of VRW, with an impressive wrestling background. Going into the steel steps here in a collision in midair between Kennedy Reed and Jay Spencer. Ryan Warzone with a forearm to the back of the skull of Kennedy Reed. And the technical titan showing off some athleticism. This is an impressive showing from Jay Spencer. And Kennedy Reed now bringing in a sledgehammer, bashing the ribs of Jay Spencer. Now going straight into the cover. Hooks the leg and a quick kick out by Spencer. And now look at the position we now have ourselves in. Diamond Era has basically taken Bram Goodwin out of the Digital Media Championship match. And there are two names that were supposed to be additions to that matchup here. Now they're done. Stuck in a rock and a hard place right now. Here's a cover by Jay Spencer. And Ryan Warzone having to make the save. Regardless, whatever these two names here, Don very well could just add those two to this collection of warmongers currently in the matchup and find some way to make it work. Unfortunately, nothing has been done to the VRW Television Championship matchup. There have been no altercations as of right now, at least. Ryan Warzone off the springboard hops over Kennedy Reed, but Reed, however, not to say was able to counter, and Ryan Warzone able to block. Kick to the midsection. Spencer from behind. Backbreaker. Now going after Kennedy Reed, but Reed ducks under the backhand chop. Off the sling blade. Into a drop kick. Warzone back to his feet, however. Wrestling for control. Grabbing the nape of the neck of Kennedy Reed. Now Reed about to go for a ride off the spring. Sorry, moved out of the way from the elbow. And there's an elbow to Spencer. And now is Ryan Warzone sent into the ropes here. Another backbreaker by Jay Spencer. And now turns his attention to Kennedy Reed. Drops him with a DDT. And Spencer now dropping the knee. I'm not sure if he got the shoulder or the face of Kennedy Reed. But he rolled to the outside. Ryan Warzone was waiting for him. And now, these kicks to the face of Kennedy. With the technical titan with the sledgehammer. Ryan Warzone now has him up on his shoulders with the Death Valley driver. Hard landing on the floor out there. And Ryan Warzone with the strength to hoist up these steel steps going after Kennedy Reed. And Reed, the steps coming off of the back of Jay Spencer. And off the slave blade once again. Drop kick. Starting to see a little bit of shades of the opening match between Marissa Barrett and the Undisputed Elites. Ruby Rubble has been confirmed by the Dawn at Capital Anarchy. A 3-on-3 elimination tables match between Absolution and Marissa Barrett and the Undisputed Elite. And that match is going to be as physical as what we are seeing right now. None of the warmongers or the warmongers, new or old, have been slowing down on the intensity of these matches that we've been seeing over the past number of weeks. Seems like everyone is trying to show out. And now these three have an even better reason to do so, to be named the first ever Warmongers Digital Media Champion. As Jay Spencer has Kennedy Reed try to go for a neck breaker, and there was Ryan Warzone from behind, tossing Spencer away from the mayhem between he and Kennedy Reed. Off the shoulders, now chopping the back of the left leg. Jay Spencer now runs in from behind here, tossing him into the barricade. And Jay Spencer as lively as ever right now. Stiff shot to the face, now turns his attention to Kennedy Reed. Actually, he turns his attention again here. Rams him into the barricade. But Reed from behind. Now tossing Spencer away again. Being the newest kid on the block doesn't do you all too much wonder. Misses with the super kick. From behind. Spencer has him up. Suplex what looked like a standing Michinoku driver. And a sledgehammer to the ribs. And there's a shot to take down Kennedy Reed, Ryan Warzone. Firing things up here between these warmongers. And a stiff discus forearm by Ryan Warzone. Kennedy Reed now with some strength on display with a brain buster. And Spencer making it back to his feet and again being tossed away from Kennedy Reed and Ryan Warzone. Neither of these two want Spencer to have anything to do with this back and forth we are seeing right now. And Ryan Warzone, kick to the jaw of Chase Spencer, who goes down once again. Reed with the sledgehammer still in his hand. Spencer being sent back inside the ring, and there's a sledgehammer to Ryan Warzone. Kennedy Reed is a whole other kind of breed right now. Now tossing Warzone back inside. And now Jay Spencer reverting back to the basics, taking down Kennedy Reed and hyping himself up. Get to the midsection by Spencer. Now Kennedy Reed tossing him away again into the barricade. And Kennedy Reed with the sledgehammer straight to the ribs again. And Kennedy Reed has been using every ounce of this sledgehammer. The man's got no kind of nerve right now. But from behind, Ryan Warzone with the steel steps. Warzone being deceptively powerful here tonight. But a little bit of playing too much. As Kennedy Reed now in control. Spine buster. Harsh landing for Ryan Warzone. But now the technical titan once again. Jay Spencer taking down Kennedy Reed. But from behind was Ryan Warzone. Jay Spencer, however, was able to sidestep. Shot to Ryan Warzone, knocked him into the barricade. Half and half suplex. Now it's Jay Spencer, the one trying to show out here. Stiff shot to Reed, kick to the midsection by Kennedy. Now with the striking combination on display, Kennedy Reed, knee to the side of the face. Ryan Warzone making it back to his feet, but caught him with an elbow. As Ryan Warzone not going to be intimidated by the tallest stature of Kennedy Reed. Dragon suplex by Spencer. And Reed tried to toss Kennedy aside once again, and now instead sends him back inside the ring. As Kennedy Reed making it back to his feet, got caught with an ace crusher. Ace crusher by Reed. Cover. Shoulders are down. Spencer able to kick out, but it's saved by Warzone as a little bit of insurance. Nails him with a forearm, however, was blocked by Kennedy Reed. Has him up again. Brain buster by Warzone. But from behind, Jay Spencer now tossing Reed into the ropes here. Tilt-a-whirl into the neck breaker. With his focus set on Ryan Warzone with a spinner. Spinner connecting. Here's a cover by Warzone. Cover to put this frenzy match away. Jay Spencer able to get the shoulder up in time. Now Reed making it back inside the ring from behind. Oh, got caught with another elbow from Warzone. Jay Spencer off the back suplex. But now, off the head, spring into the Pele. Pele by Kennedy Reed. As Reed's now hyping himself up. And oh! Stiff forearm strike by Kennedy. And then now, Ryan Warzone with a DDT taking him down. As Ryan climbs all the way to the top rope. High risk district. Ryan Warzone with a frog splash. Reed moved out of the way. And a salt discus lariat to Ryan Warzone. Cover. Shoulders are down. Spencer making a save, but Warzone was able to get his shoulders up. And Jay Spencer now with a kendo stick in hand. Kennedy Reed trying to go for another ace crusher, but got caught with a kendo stick. And now Spencer blocking the forearm off the backhand chop. Block to that too. Ryan Warzone now ran in from strike to strike to strike. From behind turns his attention to Kennedy Reed. He gets draped up on the ropes here. And got bashed with a knee to the face. Kendo stick in hand again. Raining down on Kennedy Reed. And now the cover. Hook to the leg. Spencer making the save. And all three of these warmongers doing a good job wowing the VRW Riot. Off the double underhook suplex on Jay Spencer, who now turns his attention again to Kennedy Reed, targeting the left leg. The tree trunk legs of Kennedy Reed now being the target of focus for Jay Spencer. The technical titan known around mini submission moves, and there's a ripcord knee to Jay Spencer, trying to catch Ryan Warzone with an ace crusher again. Kick to the midsection. There's a spear to Reed. Ryan Warzone to put Kennedy Reed out of this matchup, who's able to kick out himself at 2. We got ourselves a battle here, ladies and gentlemen. Jay Spencer runs in and got caught with a kendo stick straight from Ryan Warzone. And again, and again, and again this time. The kendo stick exploded off the temple of Jay Spencer. Kennedy Reed, a little bit of strength here. Rams him into the barricade. No surprise how strong Kennedy Reed is. But strength alone isn't enough to get the job done here tonight, let alone next week when there's a championship on the line. Ryan Warzone DDT on the outside. Jay Spencer watching on. Sending Reed back inside the ring. Sending Spencer back inside the ring. Ryan Warzone hyping himself up now. And now from behind, Ryan Warzone, European uppercut to the back of the head and neck of Spencer. Turns his attention to Reed, putting a boot to the face from behind. Jay Spencer tried to catch him. Kick to the midsection again by Jay. Toss it in the corner here. And now pops him up into a flapjack. with Warzone crashing down hard, and Jay Spencer with another backbreaker. Spencer outside the ring, Reed back inside the ring, turns his attention to Ryan Warzone. Spencer now with the sledgehammer in hand, and now taking it to the lower back. Katie Reed. That was a nasty hit, and Spencer wanting to put this match over and done with. Ryan Warzone not going to let it happen. Now back to the shoulder, calling elbow, tie him. Oh! Neck breaker to Warzone. Warzone not having to look to retreat. Jay Spencer, however, with a submission finally! Inverted! Figure 4! And it was so close, so close! Katie Reed was writhing in pain when that submission hold was locked in tight. Jay Spencer not gonna let Ryan Warzone ruin his chances of winning this frenzy match. With the sledgehammer in hand again, bashing it down on Ryan Warzone, and Reed trying to get back to a vertical base. Now Jason, got caught with a kick to the midsection, has him up, drops him down with the Ushi Karoshi. And a backhand chop to Ryan Warzone. Ryan gonna face the same treatment this time from Katie Reed. Stepping down on the left arm as Katie Reed wants to set it up one more time, looking for an ace crusher. But Jay Spencer not gonna let the pin go as planned. Now Spencer not gonna let Reed take his stick. These warmongers are starting to level up here in the war zone. Stepping down on the hands of Kenny Reed, and now using a sledgehammer to beat and batter Ryan Warzone, who makes it back to his feet and catches him with a Superman punch. And now Warzone with an overhead punch has Spencer up on his shoulders, looking for the war trigger. Shoulders are down, and Ryan Warzone with the victory.
Here's your winner, Ryan Warzone.
Despite unable to take the championship away from Cam Hardy, Ryan Warzone really showing off just how valuable he is as a VRW warmonger, especially with that victory, overcoming his opponents here. But there's going to be one more opponent that Ryan Warzone is going to have to deal with come next week. We need to see a whole lot more spears out of that matchup if he's going to walk out of VRW Capital Anarchy as a champion. Leading us to say that it wasn't just Ryan Warzone who was showing out. Jay Spencer himself throwing out feats of strength and just feats unknown that we were able to see here tonight. But using a sledgehammer kind of shot Spencer in the foot. First it was that Superman punch, then the overhand that would set up Jay Spencer for what Ryan Warzone calls the war trigger. And that was enough to put away Jay Spencer. Digital Media Championship next week. But who exactly is going to be added to that match?
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the team of GVD and Undisputed.
Now, when this matchup came to be, JVD wasn't in the greatest of places, because at Capital Anarchy, Andy Jaden will be involved in the War Maidens Television Championship Match. However, JVD isn't involved in that match to be the slightest. Regardless, JVD is not bitter enough to have agreed to be a part of this tag team matchup alongside Andy Jaden. No bad blood between these two War Maidens.
And their opponents, the team of Amber Young and Eva Cyanide, Alpha!
Here's an interesting concept I want you to wrap your head around. Amber Young and Eva Cyanide, they returned to the Warzone not too long ago, and they confronted who we thought was going to be Sammy Stone, who is the current VRW War Maidens champion. No, they confronted the Atomic Blondes, who are our current VRW War Maidens tag team champions. Amber and Eva have decided to pursue tag team gold over singles gold. Eva Cyanide, a former television champion. Amber Young, a former Gift of Valor and War Maidens champion. Amber did not come back for a championship she had to relinquish. No, she is going for the Triple Crown, and the tag team championships are going to get it to her should she ever win them alongside Eva Cyanide. And we have ourselves a tag team matchup underway. And Eva Cyanide is no stranger to tag team matches. In her days with Pandemonium, there was a darker time for Eva Cyanide, but Andy Jaden and JVD, who've been teaming for about 3 matches now, but have been by each other's side since the return into the Winter Mayhem arc of VRW. But Andy, Jaden, and JVD, they have never faced veterans before like Eva Cyanide, like Amber Young. To see this dynamic underway is a big step in the right direction for JVD and Andy Jaden to get some kind of reputation built up if they are able to knock off former champions in the War Maidens locker room. And JVD getting planted with a sit-out spine buster by Eva Cyanide. Again, Cyanide, a former television champion, the championship that is returning next week at Capital Anarchy. Here's a cover already hooked to the leg. Shoulders are down. And there's Andy Jaden making a save. Andy Jaden turning her attention to Amber Young here, trying to be all hot and mild at the same time. And a running European uppercut from JVD. And JVD playing it with a DDT. And Jaden getting dropped with a lariat on the outside by Amber Young. JVD looking to fly. Vaults over into a crossbody. And JVD realizing that Andy Jaden getting tormented by Amber Young on the other side of the ring. Now looking to make a little headway here into this matchup. Pop up into her Arcarana. JVD making a save to her partner, and Eva Cyanide capitalizing off of it. And Cyanide has her attention on the wrong War Maiden right now. JVD back inside the ring, and now comes Eva Cyanide, who runs into JVD, blocks the lariat, and JVD now, shot to the midsection, tried to grab at the nape of the neck. Cyanide, however, not going to allow her body to be manipulated by JVD. Now, toss to the outside. Eva Cyanide has her eyes and target focus on JVD, diving through the ropes into a torpedo DDT. First match back in the war zone, and it doesn't seem like Eva Cyanide has missed a beat. The VRW Riots appreciating that we are seeing this matchup, a clash of timelines between the old school and the new school. As Eva Cyanide goes after Andy Jaden. Referee's count is at 6 right now. As Jaden now being stretched and contorted out of her ways by Cyanide. JVD now back inside the ring to break the count. Jaden knocked off of the apron. JVD catching Cyanide with a leaping heel kick. And now Cyanide in control of JVD in control of Cyanide. Jaden now writhing in pain on the outside. Oh! Face first into the mat goes Cyanide, slides under, tried to take the legs from underneath the JVD. Back elbow from, spiking DDT by Cyanide. Here's a cover, hook to the leg, shoulders are down, JVD able to get the shoulder up in 2. Eva Cyanide, a legend in the making. Andy Jaden back inside the ring now, making the tag. Jaden now runs in. Tilt-a-whirl into a small package driver tag made to Amber Young, former Gift of Valor, former War Man's champion. Shot to the midsection to Andy Jaden. New school versus old school in the best way possible. Off the head scissor, tilt-a-whirl takedown of Amber Young. Andy Jaden, they call her Gravity's champion. This War Maiden knows how to fly through the air and make it as dynamic as possible. We're about to see shades of it here. Oh! From behind, head scissor takedown by Andy Jaden. This woman is flying inside the ring right now. It's incredible. Oh! And a shot to the temple. And Jaden kicking away Amber Young. A swift kick to the face again. Amber Young. Now gonna do a little bit of limb targeting here. Stepping down on the left hand and wrist of Andy Jaden. Keep in mind that Young has a MMA background, so she knows how to lock down an opponent and force them to quit. JVD making the tag. And Jade, getting caught here by Amber Young. Knee to the jaw! JVD was not expecting this kind of competition. But these new faces, the Warmongers and Warmans, often underestimate those who paved the way for them. Eva Cyanide and Amber Young, former champions that know exactly what they're doing in this matchup, especially Eva, who has been a tag team specialist before. Off the knee trembler. Now has JVD up on her shoulders. Trying to go for that ace crusher. But Jade able to find an escape. Picking a leg now. Whips it down. But take nothing away from the likes of JVD and Amber Jaden. Off the rolling senton to Cyanide. Hook in the leg. Shoulders are down. Cyanide able to kick out. Jaden and JVD have been doing incredible things just like that. Shooting star press to Eva Cyanide. Making a big splash. And now going to take it to the corner of Jaden. Making the tag. And this is the kind of offense that they have been bringing to the table for the past number of weeks. Missile shoulder tackle from the top rope. Belly to belly suplex by Andy Jaden. And there is Amber Young to make the save. JVD not too happy about how that went down. Trying to go face to face to Amber Young. And Andy Jaden trying to run in for an enziguri. Making the tag to Amber Young once again back inside the ring as a Legal War Maiden. And iron down! Andy Jaden ran in with a running knee. Here's a cover and JVD making the save. And Amber has her sights on JVD. A little bit of imitation factor. And Andy Jaden. Look out! Oh! Handspring into a corkscrew senton to the former Gift of Valor and War Maiden's champion. Kick to the midsection again. Off the sling blade. Tag me to Eva Cyanide now. Cyanide just keeping an eye on JVD throughout this matchup here. Off the monkey flip. Jaden trying to make it back to a vertical base here. Using her ropes. So some assistance. The clothesline to the back of the head and neck of Andy Jaden. Now making an attack once again to Amber Young. Remember, Cyanide has experience as a tag team. Wasn't able to capture the tag team championships, but she is no stranger to this style of competition. JVD catching Young with a kick, and there's vice versa. And now the headlock standing position. Oh, Amber Young stylish when she wants to be. But this style is stiff and fierce. Roundhouse kick and another one. Spinning heel kick. Here's a cover to put away JVD, and there's Andy Jaden making the save. Almost KO'd Jane. Amber Young not having any ring rust herself, it seems. But, oh, shots to the ribs from JVD. Now trying to take advantage here. Backbreaker by Jane. Now into the cover. Hooks the leg. Shoulders are down. Amber Young only giving her one. Now the head scissors. Oh, now driving these elbows to the top of the dome. Trying to knock out some of the brain cells of Amber Young. Now up to the top rope. JVD 5-star frog splash. Now to the cover once again. But there's Eva Cyanide quickly to make the save. Jane is going to have to do more than that to put away a former War Machines champion. Now off the ropes here. JVD. Oh! Ran to a brick wall there. Amber Young trying to take advantage of JVD. Picking the leg. Simplistic but still effective. JVD making the tag to Andy Jaden. And Amber Young making the tag to Eva Cyanide. Eva. Oh! Catching! Andy with a drop kick. And Cyanide trying to set something up once again. Attempted this earlier with JVD. Off the knee trembler. Now has her up looking for the swinging Death Valley driver. But Andy Jaden able to find an escape. Off the sling blade. Rolls through. Into a drop kick to the side of the head. Andy Jaden is keeping up with these former champions. One of the reasons why she's going to be involved in a television championship match at Capital Anarchy. Tornado Enziguri. And now for the top rope. Andy Jaden looking to fly. Turning us over to a Cuban highlight reel. Elbow to the back of Cyanide. Here's the cover. Hook to the leg. Shoulders are down, and there's Amber Young to make the save. And JVD sliding to the outside. Trying to play some mind games with Amber Young. And now a brawl on the outside. Diving to the outside goes Andy. And JVD has her up looking for a brain buster. But Amber Young able to counter and out chopping the back of the leg of JVD with a final flash knee. And Andy coming to the aid of JVD. Raining down these kicks, but realizes the Eva Cyanide coming in from behind. Now with these heavy strikes, Andy Jaden and Eva Cyanide fighting right in front of JVD. Andy Jaden trying to take it to Amber Young at the same time. Hesitation, roundhouse kick. But Amber Young now going to send Jaden back inside the ring. And Cyanide was given food to play with. Uranagi slam by Cyanide. Here's a cover hook to the leg. Shoulders are down. Jaden able to kick out at 2.5. Getting tag team wrestling chants from the VRW Riots. Kick to the midsection again. Looking for another plump handle. No. Able to counter was JVD. Got caught with an elbow. And now Cyanide with a backstabber. Jaden is down. Cyanide makes a tag to Young. Andy, Jaden, and JVD putting up one hell of a fight right now against these former champions. Stepping down on the chest Now turns their attention to JVD. Jade, however, drapes the head and neck over the top rope. Amber Young feeling a bit silly here. Continues to go after Jane. And now instead going to make the tag to Eva Cyanide. Now runs straight in. Side steps by Jaden. And now heads as a takedown to Cyanide once again. Making the tag to JVD this time. Cyanide back to both her feet now. Misses with the roundhouse. Again with the roundhouse. And there's a clothesline takedown. And a roll through by Cyanide. And there you see some of the tag team prowess of Cyanide. Making these frequent tags. Making sure both of them stays healthy enough to pursue this matchup further. And JVD shoulder first into the middle of the ring by the submission specialist. Oh! Of Amber Young. Now again, headlock, holding it in precision. Amber Young, nimble and agile and quick around the ring. Tag made once again to Eva Cyanide. As Cyanide now wants to climb to the top rope. Eva Cyanide with a shooting star press of her own. Here's the cover. Hook to the leg. Shows her down. JVD having a kick out at 2. That was impressive as well. Cyanide showing out that not only can Jaden and JVD all go high risk and all reward, so can she. And it was a great counter from Cyanide. Tag made to Amber Young again. Now JVD catching her with a jumping heel kick. Taking down the former champion. Moves out of the way with the moonsault. Amber Young has her up. Caught up and taken down. Off that unnatural suplex. Here's a cover and JVD grabbing onto the bottom rope, and the referee with a blurred observation but still caught it. But now Amber Young just as it done here with the penalty kick to JVD, and now nails her with a roundhouse. Amber Young now bringing down, punching to the side of the head, and now tying up with a constrictor. Locking in the submission. JVD with no choice but to tap out. A very impressive victory for returning Eva Cyanide and Amber Young to take down the team of JVD and Andy Jaden. Two very formidable opponents for a return matchup here into VRW. Andy Jaden and JVD showed off what they could do in the presence of champions of old. Andy Jaden showcasing why exactly she was put in the television championship match scheduled for next week at Capital Anarchy. Jaden went above and beyond, and JVD was doing her best to keep up. But again, these are two Warmans that haven't been around in quite some time. Clearly they had picked up some new tactics along the way in their return to VRW. Like this Uranagi takedown from Eva Cyanide that tried to put away Andy Jaden, but it just wasn't enough. They had to do more. They had to go above and beyond. They had to step the boundary up. Eva Cyanide from the top rope with her own shooting star splash. That was incredible, a sight to behold. But it would be Amber Young who would end this matchup in the most Amber Young way she could. Submission, breaking her opponent. Alpha has her eyes set on the Tag Team Championship gold, but they're not the only ones looking for championships.
following contest is scheduled for one fall. From Detroit, Michigan, Maddie Sabin.
Give props to Maddie Sabin, who is stepping up for the VRW Warmians backstage when Cora Lee was running her mouth being disrespectful to the lot of many. Maddie Sabin is looking to put Cora Lee in her place, and a victory over the Gift of Valor champion will do wonders for this new face of the War Maidens in VRW.
And her opponent from Chicago, Illinois, she is the VRW Gift of Valor champion, Cora Lee.
Now, last week it was shown from the observation of Cora Lee that she has not been given the proper respect as is late from being the VRW Gift of Valor champion. She feels as though she is not getting enough time where it needs to be gone. And now she has herself a match here tonight. Championship isn't on the line, but this is all Cora Lee ever wanted. Was a chance to prove that she didn't win that championship for nothing. She was in the face of the Dawn and she was being disrespectful early on in the night to Lexi Moniz, the Knights, and the former Birds of Prey as well. But it would be Maddie Sabin who would step up and challenge Cora Lee into this matchup here tonight. Give the props where the props are due from both sides. Cora Lee, who won the Gift of Valor Championship back at tenfold, and again just showing off some of that disrespectful tendencies. But that doesn't take away the skill and athleticism of Cora Lee, the Gift of Valor champion, who tried to go for a Phoenix Splash from the middle ropes with Maddie Sabin able to move out of the way just in time. Now off the ropes here with the Shining Wizard. Maddie Sabin, whose first match was back at tenfold as well. She was in the dungeon match alongside the likes of Andy Jade and Ashley Crow, Eva Quetzali and Diana Cruz, who will be challenging for the VRW Warmians Championship at Capital Anarchy, trying to take it off of the hands of Sammy Stone. Sabin tossing Lee into the steel steps. Count is at 3, and Sabin back inside the ring and making Cora Lee work for what she wants. Now gets back inside the ring. Maddie Sabin, collar elbow tie up, got caught in the clutches. Oh! Double underhook into the brain buster by Lee. Cover and a kick out by Maddie Sabin. And oof. Keep in mind that Cora Lee had to overcome the likes of Lexi Moniz, Nero Helms, and the former Gift of Valor champion Jada Storm in order to walk out as the Gift of Valor champion. Cora Lee, with some distance, dives into the outside. Head first into Maddie Sabin. But we haven't seen much of Cora Lee. Now, is that the fault of the Dawn, or is it the fault of Cora Lee hasn't been putting in the effort to showcase her own skill? That all is a matter of perspective, to say the least. But Cora Lee has what she wants now. Took a little bit of disrespectful tendencies in order to get it, but regardless, she is here showing why she is the Gift of Valor champion. Maddie Sabin wants to put her down for that notion. And the elbow to the lower back of Maddie Sabin. Oh! Maddie Sabin with another knee! Straight to the jaw of Cora. And now Maddie having her foot caught here. Oh! Cora Lee showing off more of those disrespectful tendencies, running into a brick wall. Maddie Sabin now getting caught with these strikes from Cora Lee. Kick to the midsection. Cora now Trying to lock in a submission here. Torture rack with an arm trapper. But Maddie was able to grab on to the top rope. Able to get that escape off. And if I were Coralie, I'd be upset too. I won this championship to showcase that I belong here in VRW. Off the takedown. There's the move that won her the Gift of Valor Championship. Here's the cover. Up to the legs. Shoulders are down. Maddie Sabin able to kick out at 2.5. It's okay. Cora took a while to win the championship herself, using that very move numerous times here. Moved out of the way to the penalty kick. And Maddie Sabin with the headlock. Oh, and a shot to the face of Coralie. Maddie Sabin now. Kick to the lower of the leg there. Into the cover hook to the leg. Using the same leg to where Coralie had to use some pressure. And Maddie Sabin trying to put this matchup away here. There's a double arm DDT! The champion is down! What a win this will be for Maddie Sabin and a kick out! Imagine the wonder and joyful bliss that would have been on the face of Maddie Sabin had she been able to put Coralie away. This whole arena would have erupted. As Coralie now was trying to dissect Maddie Sabin, but Maddie rolled to the outside here, up on the apron here, playing a little bit of mind games with Maddie Sabin. Overhand punch. There's a ripcord knee. Cover again by Cora to put Maddie away. And the shoulder came up. As Maddie Sabin continues to press on throughout this matchup, is showing that she belongs in this War Man's division that has been stacked over the past number of weeks. We've seen returns of the likes of Amber Young, Eva Cyanide, Whitney Baker, BB Cash. The War Maidens are trying to take over like they did 2 years ago. Coralie from the top rope with the chop to the face of Maddie Sabin. But now being kicked away by Maddie as well. Now goes in for the target. Maddie Sabin now with these combinations on display. Spinning heel kick. Taking down Coralie. Maddie Sabin now. Kick to the midsection. What in the world is she going for it here? Turning Lee inside and out with that modified DDT. And now wants to put Coralie away here. Kick to the midsection. Running knee. Cora is down. Cora is down, but too close to the bottom rope. Maddie has the blueprint for success. She just needs to execute it here from the middle rope with a drop kick. We might be seconds away from the upset of the night. But Coralie with that running knee. And now overpowering Maddie Sabin. There's another knee. But Maddie, still with some fight left in her, knows how close she is to putting away Coralie. But another kick to the side of the head from Cora. Now dropping the left knee over the shoulder. And again, Cora not allowing Maddie to be blissful in this situation. There's the takedown with the Star Killer, as she calls it. Cover by Coralie. Good night. Oh, Sabin able to get the shoulder up. Maddie Sabin isn't done. Maddie Sabin is still trying to fight in this match. But there's a tornado roundhouse kick from Coralie. And that right there is why she's a Gift of Valor champion.
Here is your winner, the VRW Gift of Valor champion,
Coralie survives another victory here in the Warzone. This has been her second one since winning the Gift of Valor Championship. Going out this matchup, Maddie Sabin was really taking the competition to the Gift of Valor champion. Really tried showing off why she belongs here in VRW. Here would be the moment that almost won her the match, but the ring awareness was non-existent. They were too close to the rope, and that cost Maddie Sabin the win, because it would be here where Cora Lee would set herself up for the Star Killer Lariat. But Maddie Sabin had the wherewithal to kick out of the second one that was dealt to her in this match. But this right here with KO! Maddie Sabin, that tornado, and Zaguri. Cora Lee showcasing that she is your Gift of Valor champion.
following contest is a VRW Digital Media Championship qualifying match from Overland, Kansas, Isan Indy.
Isan Indy was put on the shelf for a good number of weeks, all due to the hands of Tom Doyle, who will be trying to do the same thing to his opponents next week at Capital Anarchy in a faction war gauntlet match. But that is next week, and that event that involved Isan Indy occurred weeks ago. Tonight, Isan Indy has an opportunity to get himself into a championship scenario, to be involved, to be the first ever digital media champion. Can it be him? Can it be Kennedy Reed? Can it be Ryan Warzone? Or can it be Jay Spencer? Or could it be his opponent here tonight?
Here now and I'm staying. Claws out, this the fight that I've been craving. I know there's something inside of me.
And his opponent from Memphis, Tennessee,
Marty Morton had his first Warzone match outside of Tenfold, taking on the juggernaut of VRW, Alex Haas. Unfortunately, could not put the man away, but Marty was impressive enough to be in the thoughts of the Dawn, to be involved in the Digital Media Championship match at Capital Anarchy. Marty Morton, whose first pay-per-view match was inside of a dungeon match, who was locked in there along with Alex Haas. Now in a less dangerous scenario, but the stakes could still be as high as that as a plan for gold. A championship is on the line next week. Will either of these two men be there? The answer is yes, but the other question is which one? We answer that here tonight. This is our main event, Marty Morton versus Isan Indy. And this is going to be a highly competitive match to clear up the final spot in a frenzy match to determine a first ever champion to call themselves the Digital Media Champion. And Marty Morton, nimble and powerful at the same time. Isan Indy, nimble and unpredictable, deceivingly strong as well. Crucifix driver to Marty Morton. And Isan Indy has him hooked up, whips him down into a neck breaker. And Marty, sidestep by Isan Indy, and the quickness is quickly being shown by Isan. And here is the power of Marty Morton, gut-wrenching him from a grounded position. Marty Morton, like I said, the man is nimble, the man is climbing to the top rope, wants to fly, but instead, Isan got a little too far for the liking of Marty Morton. Now Isan Indy tossing Morton into the ropes there, catches him with a drop kick. First time ever we will have the VRW Digital Media Championship belonging to the Warmongers, and the Television Championship being resurrected and being given to the War Maidens like it did years ago. Isan Indy trying to force a submission on Marty Morton, but Marty driving the knees into the temple of Isan Indy, tossing him over and out of the ring. The powerful frame of Marty Morton is on display here. Morton catching Isan. Shot to the midsection by Indy. Kick to the midsection by Morton. And another kick. Back and forth like a pendulum swing. Isan Indy now raining down the attack. Here's a drop kick to the knee. Here's a cover. Hook to the leg. So there's a down to be involved. And Capital Anarchy's match card. A shot to the face. Isan Indy being sent off the top rope by Morton. And Marty Morton raining down the assault, raining down the strikes, bringing down the elbow. And Morton was impressive against Alex Haas, with the man who now has his eyes set on Austin Storm next week at Capital Anarchy. It has been confirmed, one-on-one, Alex Haas versus Austin Storm. However, the Plan for Gold briefcase is now on the line, and that is just enough fuel for Alex Haas to destroy Austin Storm if he can get the chance to do so. But with Raymond Page's involvement, I'm not sure Austin Storm will be too focused on Alex Haas in that matchup next week. But right now, let's focus on these two who are trying to get into Capital Anarchy's Digital Media Championship match. Marty Morton climbs to the top rope, driving down the elbow. Like I said, the man is nimble. Here's a cover hook to the leg and a quick kick out by Isan Indy. As Isan now, shot to the face, thrown into the mat there, and Marty Morton, getting caught with a kick to the ribs. However, trying to go for a spine buster, but way too powerful is Marty Morton. Now turns around inside. Enziguri by Isan Indy. Now straight back on display here. Whiplash neck breaker by Isan. A classic David and Goliath mashup between Isan and Morton. And another drop kick, keeping the big man grounded. And Isan Indy now looking to fly tope over the top rope. Isan Indy wants to be a champion in VRW, and doing stuff like that will get him closer and closer into doing so. Now the kick to the face of Marty Morton, who's now beginning to struggle against the quickness of Isan Indy, who tosses him back inside the ring. And now it's Isan's turn to climb to the top rope. Man wants to fly and crouch down with an elbow to the lower back of Marty Morton. And drives an elbow into the side. Knee to the side. And now Isan Indy is on the comeback train. Taking down Marty Morton. There's a super kick. And Isan Indy now driving some elbows into the chest of Morton, trying to wear the big man down. He's called the Man of Steel for a reason, but we're not seeing this man currently, as Isan continues to pummel Marty into this matchup here. There's a kick. Now some offense for Marty Morton. There's the strafe on display. Draped up on the top rope. Now Marty Morton is starting to come back into this matchup full circle. Moves aside. Shots to the ribs. Combinations on display. Marty Morton raining down the attack and assault. Has him cradled once again. Slamming him down. And there you see Marty Morton is worn out from the assault from Isan Indy, doing a lot of damage to the man. Now back to the vertical base. The powerful frame of Marty Morton looking for a suplex, but able to counter was Isan Indy, and a stiff drop kick to the back of the head and neck. And there's an Enziguri from Marty Morton. But Isan got caught into a running power slam. Marty Morton now showing off. But Isan Indy catching him, small package, shoulders are down to be involved at Capital Anarchy. But Marty Morton now back at square one, where Isan Indy has all the momentum to his name. And Isan Indy found his target, tope over the top rope, but Marty Morton moved aside, and a big splash to Indy. This is a physical match, to say the least. There's a beetle by Marty. So much has happened here tonight. We have confirmation of many matches at Capital Anarchy. The elimination tables match between the Undisputed Elite, Absolution and Marissa Barrett. The Digital Media Championship Match. The Television Championship Match. The Faction War Gauntlet Match. The War Maintenance Championship Match, and the Dungeon Match for the Warzone Championship. Capital Anarchy is as stacked as humanly possible. It's been years since we've seen Capital Anarchy on YouTube, and now one of these two warmongers are looking to be a part of the return. As Morton breaks the count, Isan Indy now tossing Morton after Japanese arm drag. And Isan Indy wants to put this matchup away. Butterfly face buster by Indy. Will he be joining Capital Anarchy's cast? No. But Isan Indy not ready to get done fighting. Fight for every chance echoing amongst the VRW riots. As Marty Morton subject to another drop kick to the back of the head and neck. And Isan Indy now taking a lap, or at least half a lap. And Marty Morton wants to be a part of the Digital Media Championship match as much as Isan Indy. Names that were mentioned by the Don to be involved in the match to begin with now having to fight for the spot now that Bram Goodwin is no longer involved in the match. And Morton with the overhand punch. Now going to toss Isan Indy into the ropes here. Into another power slam. Here's the cover. Shoulders are down. Isan Indy powers out at 2. And Isan Indy now. Tripping the legs from underneath of Marty Morton. Move the side. Big slap by Morton now with a grip of the nape of the neck. Has Isan Indy in a bad spot here. Throws him off of the ropes here. Again with another shot to the face. And the big man of steel with another body splash to Isan Indy. And again, Marty Morton, high risk, looking for all the reward. Frog splash! That was incredible. Marty Morton, big man doing little people things. But Isan Indy whips the leg around. Almost tried to go for that snapshot. DDT! And a backbreaker from Marty Morton. As Isan Indy trying to get back to his feet. Shot to the face now. Both of these warmongers on the apron here. Back suplex on the hardest part of the ring. And Marty Morton, as powerful as he is, ragdolling Isan Indy and is feeling the VRW riots. And now Isan Indy, Uranagi taking him down. Count is at 3. Keep in mind, Marty Morton taking all the time in the world, showing off to the VRW riots, showing off in front of Isan Indy with an opportunity to be a part of the Digital Media Championship match at Capital Anarchy on the line. And heavy strikes now on display. Look at the strength of Marty Morton. Now going to toss Isan back inside the ring. Counts at 8. Morton now here. Wants this match over and done with. Looking for another discus move. This time a lariat. Here's the cover. Hook to the leg. Shoulders are down. Morton still has to continue fighting against Isan Indy, who able to kick out at 2.5. Now a stomp to the face. Marty Morton overpowering Isan Indy. Running power slam. Isan Indy has no idea where he is right now. But Marty Morton is in the zone. And some more power out on display. Building! Isan Indy almost crashing into the ropes. And misses with the lariat, however. Isan Indy now able to capitalize. Whoa! Reverse DDT. And I believe Indy is now on his second win. Marty Morton trips the legs underneath. Now trying to get back to the groove of things. Locking in a bear hug submission hold. Trying to force Isan Indy to quit on his desire of becoming digital media champion. Isan Indy, however, has other thoughts on the matter. Bell clap. And Morton, kick to the ribs by Indy. Again, overpowering Isan Indy. Marty Morton now taking his time. And again with a Beal toss. And Isan, however, able to fight through. Now toss into the ropes here. Japanese arm drag. And now Isan Indy, like I said, the man is on an adrenaline boost here. Now at the penalty kick and the double stomp. Isan Indy is back. He is into this matchup now. Isan Indy wants to fly. Satan Senton. The man who comes to the ring with a flaming baseball bat. Looking impressive. Now has Marty Morton exactly where he wants him. Kick to the midsection of strikes and combinations on display. Blocks the discus knee. Marty Morton, however, able to counter it. But Isan able to counter himself. Drop kick to the back of the head and neck again. And Indy now taking advantage off of a wounded animal. That is Marty Morton. Able to follow. Face first of that top turnbuckle. And Isan Indy with some strength on his own. Some uncommon strength, if you would. Has Isan Indy found a way to pull a victory off of Marty Morton in order to get into Capital Anarchy, in order to get a championship opportunity? Misses with the roundhouse, and Morton able to take advantage, and there's a release German suplex. Here's the cover, hook to the leg, shoulders are down. Isan Indy able to power out at 2, and Morton is starting to get desperate. Isan Indy will not quit. Marty Morton will not quit. Another bear hug is locked in. Marty trying to force Isan to quit this match. Off of all the tossing that Marty Morton has been doing throughout this matchup, Isan Indy again choosing to fight it off. Fight off the pain is Isan Indy. Tried to go for a lariat, counter, jawbreaker. And Isan Indy targeting the left leg, showing out to the VRW Riots. If you're missing this, you have missed an incredible main event between Marty Morton and Isan Indy, two of the newest faces, the newer faces, if you would, of VRW's Warmongers. And they are fighting for a prime opportunity, and both of these Warmongers are nearing E on their tank. Now back to a vertical base here. Jawbreaker, this time by Morton. Heavy hand slap. Kick to the midsection by Isan Indy. And now Isan trying to battle back. Marty Morton having to revert to more strength here. Bear hug slam by Morton. And now the break apart. The wear and tear of Isan Indy throughout this matchup. Took an extensive amount of time off from the ring in order to recover from what Tom Doyle did to him weeks ago. Marty Morton wants this matchup, wants some redemption from last week. And shot to the face of Isan Indy, who drapes him over the top rope. Now climbing all the way to the top. Isan wants to fly. Marty Morton takes him off the top rope. And now Marty setting himself up. Discus punch to Isan Indy. And now Morton. Half clutch suplex to Isan Indy. Into the cover now. Shoulders are down. Marty Morton. We'll see you at Capital Anarchy.
Here is your winner, Marty Morton.
It is now decided. Marty Morton will join the likes of Ryan Warzone, Kennedy Reed, and Jay Spencer for the sake of becoming the first ever digital media champion. Isan Indy and Marty Morton beat the ever-loving hell out of each other. It was a matter of strength versus tenacity. And Marty Morton had plenty of strength to showcase throughout this matchup. But the tenacity of Isan Indy was overwhelming, to say the least. Here we will see Isan Indy with this seated senton, but took too much time showboating to the VRW Riots. But it was enough for Isan to get himself a boost in that moment. But this would be the end of the matchup with the discus punch from Marty Morton that would set up this clutch suplex that would put down Isan Indy for good. Ladies and gentlemen, here you have the winner of his first main event match. Marty Morton looking to be a main event player here in VRW. I wish the man luck at Capital Anarchy in his first ever championship match.
that payback. You don't wanna taste that. Don't wanna see me on attack. Trust me, you don't wanna face that.